King Charles has stunned the world with an announcement that may forever alter the trajectory of the British monarchy. After months of speculation, whispers of unrest within the royal family, and debates over the institution's modern relevance, the king has decided to address the nation directly, bypassing traditional channels of communication. His message is one of transparency, accountability, and a call for unity in the face of unprecedented challenges. In his opening statement, King Charles began by reflecting on his lifelong dedication to the crown and his vision for its future. For over 7 decades, he said, I have watched, learned, and served in the shadow of my beloved mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Now, as your king, I feel it is my duty to be forthright and open about matters that affect not only the monarchy, but the nation as a whole. One of the key issues addressed in the king's speech was the persistent scrutiny surrounding the royal family's finances. Transparency has long been a contentious issue, with critics questioning the taxpayers' role in funding the monarchy. King Charles announced a groundbreaking initiative, an independent audit of royal finances. The monarchy must lead by example, he declared. We cannot ask for the trust of the public without earning it through accountability and openness. This initiative will reportedly include the release of previously confidential records regarding royal spending, including expenditures on travel, events, and personal assets. The king's decision to voluntarily subject the monarchy's finances to such scrutiny is being hailed as a historic move, one that could reshape public perceptions of the institution. Another focal point of the king's address was the ongoing debate over the monarchy's role in a modern democracy. The world has changed, he acknowledged. Our institutions must evolve to remain relevant and meaningful. Tradition alone cannot sustain us in an era of global connectivity, social justice movements, and economic challenges. To that end, King Charles announced his intention to streamline the monarchy, reducing its size and scope. The so-called slimmed-down monarchy has been a topic of discussion for years, but the king's confirmation of this plan marks a significant shift. This restructuring will likely involve fewer working royals and a sharper focus on key areas such as environmental advocacy, youth empowerment, and social cohesion. Environmental issues, long a cornerstone of King Charles's public life, were a prominent theme in his address. Our planet is at a tipping point, he warned. As stewards of this earth, we must act decisively and collectively to safeguard its future. The king pledged to leverage his platform to amplify global efforts against climate change, calling it a moral imperative for our time. In addition to these broad reforms, King Charles also delved into personal matters, addressing rumors and controversies that have plagued the royal family in recent years. While he did not name names, his remarks were clearly aimed at mending the rift between the monarchy and certain family members. Family is the cornerstone of our humanity, he stated. It is a source of strength, but also of pain. I am committed to healing divisions and fostering understanding within our family, as I hope to do within our nation. Observers believe this was a veiled reference to ongoing tensions with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, whose departure from royal duties and subsequent interviews have caused significant public debate. The king's comments suggest a willingness to reconcile, though the path forward remains uncertain. King Charles also took a moment to address the legacy of colonialism and the monarchy's historical role in it. History must be faced with honesty, he said. We cannot change the past, but we can acknowledge it, learn from it, and work towards a future of equality and respect for all nations and peoples. This acknowledgement is particularly significant given the growing calls for reparations and apologies from former colonial powers. The king's words are being seen as an attempt to engage with these demands in a meaningful way, though the specifics of any actions remain unclear. The king's speech also included a direct appeal to younger generations. To the youth of our nation and the world, you are not just our future, you are our present. Your voices, your energy, and your vision are essential to the progress we all seek. I pledge to listen, to learn, and to act in partnership with you. In conclusion, King Charles emphasized the need for unity and collective effort in addressing the challenges of the modern era. The crown is not an individual, he said. It is an enduring symbol of continuity, service, and hope. Together, we can build a future that honors our past while embracing the possibilities of tomorrow. The reaction to the king's announcement has been swift and varied. Supporters have praised his boldness and willingness to confront difficult issues head-on. Critics, however, remain skeptical, questioning whether these promises will translate into tangible change or are merely an attempt to salvage the monarchy's waning popularity. The independent audit of royal finances is likely to be one of the most closely watched aspects of the king's plan. If implemented successfully, it could set a new standard for transparency and accountability, not just for the British monarchy, but for royal families worldwide. However, any findings that reveal misuse of funds or excessive spending could further fuel Republican sentiments. The proposed slimmed-down monarchy is also expected to face challenges, particularly from those who may be directly affected by the changes. Questions remain about who will be included in the core group of working royals and what roles others will play. This restructuring could redefine the monarchy's public image, either strengthening its focus and purpose or exposing divisions within the royal family. Environmental advocacy, a cause King Charles has championed for decades, is likely to resonate with a significant portion of the public, particularly younger generations. However, skeptics argue that the monarchy's lavish lifestyle and extensive travel undermine its credibility on this issue. The king's ability to align his personal actions with his environmental message will be crucial in determining the impact of his efforts. The acknowledgement of colonialism and the monarchy's historical role in it is another area fraught with complexity. While the king's words have been welcomed by many, they also raise expectations for concrete actions. Apologies, reparations, and collaborative initiatives with former colonies could strengthen the monarchy's global standing, but they also risk alienating traditionalists who view such moves as unnecessary or divisive. The king's appeal to younger generations is perhaps his most strategic move, as their support is vital for the monarchy's long-term survival. By addressing their concerns and emphasizing inclusivity, King Charles aims to modernize the institution and make it more relatable. However, this approach will require sustained engagement and meaningful initiatives to win over a demographic that has grown increasingly disenchanted with traditional hierarchies. As the dust settles on this monumental announcement, one thing is clear: King Charles has set a bold and ambitious agenda for his reign. Whether these initiatives will succeed in revitalizing the monarchy and securing its place in a rapidly changing world remains to be seen. For now, the king's words have sparked a national and global conversation, one that could shape the future of the British monarchy for generations to come.